I'd like to talk to Phil.
Dr. Phil?
Yes.
Hello, Phil.
Let's talk. Want to talk about?
Hey guys, how are you?
Well, I'm fabulous on this, early Saturday morning.
Great.
For me. It is. It's 1:30 here for me, but it's wonderful. What do you want to talk about, Phil? What do you want to talk about?
Well, we all want there to be alien life, or most of us do, and I think you put your finger on it. People believe what they wish to believe. Now, I have an interest in science, and I've been kind of rethinking the alien question, and I think that it is quite possible that there is, and when we say extraterrestrials, I presume we're talking about sentient life, right?
Things not from this earth that have some form of
mostly,
ability to control itself without external input.
Exactly. So I think it is entirely possible that there is sentient extraterrestrial life. I think it is also entirely possible that it might be extremely rare, or we might be it, because we only have one sample, to extrapolate from. Life could be exceedingly rare, particularly intelligent life. So I guess my qualm is I'm disturbed now when people say, "Oh, with all those stars, there must be other intelligent life out there." No, there's no guarantee of that.
But here's the thing.
I mean, am I wrong?
Here's the thing, though. When we say intelligent life, and we say there cannot be any other form of intelligent life, I have to stand back and go, are we just being a very selfish species here? And are we just saying that because we're intelligent and what we consider to be a form of intelligence, we're therefore going, well, there you go, it can't be because it's so difficult for it to have happened for us, therefore it can't happen in some other way, shape, or form. I'm not convinced by the argument that there's no forms of intelligent life out there because it's difficult. That seems to be a very flimsy way of going about it. I would be more convinced if you were to say, okay, we have been exploring the outer reaches of the universe. We've been putting telescopes out there. We've been putting radio signals out there, and we've been trying to listen for them, but we haven't got anything back. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's not there yet. It's just that I am not convinced. But to simply say that because it's not something that's plausible, but it is possible, doesn't mean that that's going to convince me.
I think it's really easy for us as humans to try to want certainty as well in these things. I absolutely love thinking about the possibilities, and I hear the arguments that there could be something, and I hear all these the experiments of why we might, even if there were, maybe why we would never be able to make contact. And I think for me, the spot where I sit in is just this ability to kind of sit in the unknown and just be able to say, I don't know. We haven't been convinced one way or another. And I think that is something that we shouldn't be afraid to think about, or afraid to I know there are people, and I have people in my own life that would really rock their world if that were to happen. It would disrupt everything about their belief system. So I think that it's good to sit in a place where you're open to the answers. And anybody who's saying that they know 100% that they have certainty on it 100% this way or that, I think they're wrong. They have to be at this point because we just don't know yet, right? And there's lots of avenues to explore. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Pardon me. That's my point. Okay. How many people say, "Oh, there must be other life out there"? No, there's no guarantee that there is. There's no guarantee. It could be exceedingly rare.
I've got a question here for you. Why must it be exceedingly rare? Just because we haven't encountered it yet doesn't mean that it's not commonplace in other parts of the universe, on other planets. Just because it hasn't happened for us, why does that mean that it can't be commonplace in other parts of the universe? Why is that?
I said it could be exceedingly rare.
It could be.
It could be very common.
Yeah, but that's the other side that I think that a lot of people who are saying that there must be maybe trying to go down with that. Well, it's here, it could be there. And
Right.
I think it's always worth exploring both sides of it, because I think that we sometimes get bogged down in these conversations of going, oh, it's rare, it's this. But what if it wasn't rare? What if human intelligent life, or a version of intelligent life, was really commonplace in other parts of the universe, and we're just the outliers because we're so far away from it all, and it's just rare here?
Well, I think that's a good example of how it would rock a lot of people's worlds to find out if there is intelligent life. Like, even if we're on the lower tier of the intelligence, if we were to meet, discover this other civilization, because I mean, how many things does that undermine? Sorry, how many things in someone's belief system, their worldview, does that undermine as soon as they're not like the special, this rare, super one of a kind thing? I mean, even just the fact that we're the only like the Homo sapiens are like the only human species right now. I mean, imagine how it would be different if there was still other things going on right now. We have this myopic kind of view of ourselves at this point too. And for those who don't believe in evolution via common descent, like, how do you explain that? And so I mean, I do get it, and I understand why humans think we're so special. But yeah, maybe we're not. Maybe it's just at the pinnacle of where we are right now on this time frame.
Here's a fun little thought experiment. Stars, big, huge, massive stars formed pretty early, we think, after the Big Bang. And they exploded, and they sent out the heavier elements, and the next generation stars were able to, have carbon and silicon and so on, the other things necessary for life. Well, somewhere, if life arose other places, there had to be a first one. And those sentient beings would have looked out across the galaxy and seen all those millions and millions of stars and thought, with all those stars, there must be other intelligent life out there. And they would have been totally wrong, because they were the first.
So are you saying we could be the first?
Numbers are not a guarantee. Numbers do not guarantee life.
What if we're the first? What if humans are the first? Mm-hmm. But what if we're the last, though? Well, what if we're the last? So these are questions that are going to affect you. See, what if we're the last, and that's the end of the universe? We are it. We are the end of the train, and the big bounce is going to happen, and we're all going to disappear again. And it's just like, well, there you go. What if we're the end of it all?
Yeah.
Well, the very famous Fermi paradox.
That's the one I was trying to think of.
Where is everybody? Where is everybody? Well, it could be. They finally added another term to the Drake equation, from the X number of stars, X number of planets, et cetera, et cetera. They finally added another term. How long might intelligent civilizations last? Once you get smart, intelligence may be a killer. You blow yourself up, you create a disease, you poison your planet. Intelligent civilizations may have a very short lifespan. They may come and go in just a few thousand years.
Is the Silurian, is that what it's called? Silurian hypothesis? Does it kind of go down this one, that maybe there have been other, advanced intelligent species on Earth even? But I think it's just like one of the many hypotheses that are out there. But I mean, there's a million different explanations and a million different avenues that we could go down with this one. It's like, it's a never-ending conversation. Yeah. So, I mean, I do think that I like where Phoebe, I like where you take it. Like, always assessing, like, what is the core thing that we're saying here? Like, we are, it's so rare, or if we're the first or we're the last. Like, these are all great thought experiments. I mean, ultimately, I think all you can do is sit in a place of uncertainty with it all. But good questions.
I think it's Carl Sagan and maybe Arthur C. Clarke both mentioned possibly the galaxy is teeming with life, intelligent life, or we could be all alone. Either possibility is terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love how Carl Sagan puts it.
I do want to get a plug in. If somebody wants to look into this further, there's a British astrophysicist named Jim Al-Khalili, who's an excellent science educator, and he edited a book called Aliens, the World's Leading Scientists on the Search for Extraterrestrial Life. And it's 15, 18 different separate essays that look at the question, and they're all written by scientists, and they kind of turn it over and look at it from every angle. So that's what got me to thinking about it. And that's available
sounds like the right-
as an audiobook on YouTube.
Yeah. That sounds like the right way to do it, I guess. So thanks for the suggestion and the resources, and for giving me another book yet again to read and spend money on. Thank you, Phil.
More and more and more. You'll just be swimming in. You'll be swimming in the leaves of books if you're not careful. Maybe
Yeah.
you'll find more intelligent life in those books. Maybe.
Maybe. So thanks for calling in,
I think
Phil.
there's a good
Thank you, Phil.
Good thoughts on that one. So.